the elderly in our state and our nation. The 2009 Champion for the Aging, Nelda Barnett.
From us to you, just a small token of all the appreciation for all the work you've done.
Thank you so much. She told me I had 5 minutes and I don't have a watch, so. Thank you very much, Sarah, for that wonderful introduction. I do think she got it all. I am deeply honored to be here today. And I thank Nancy Doctor. Nancy was the one who nominated me. And if we think about it, Nancy and I go way back to about the late 70s. And you know, we're really not that old today. We're still there. But I also thank Elderserve. They went out on a limb, as you know, this first time, getting somebody from out of Louisville. You know, I'm from Owensboro. If I were an artist, I would look around this room and I would take a mental picture of all of you. I would go home and I would take that mental picture and I would put it on a piece of canvas and I would hang it in my home. And every day I would look at it and I would thank God for people like you who have given your time to be here to help Elderserve and to serve the seniors in and around this area. I want to thank each of you for what you have done. You know, there are people here, as Harriet mentioned, that I work with and that I volunteer for. And I still continue a schedule, one that is so in-depth that in early December, my oldest daughter sat me down and she said, "Get your calendar. There are 2 things we want to put on and you cannot change these." One of them was the recital of my grandson, who was a student at IU. The other was the day that they were to celebrate our 50th wedding anniversary. It was a beautiful celebration, and it was one that I really was very proud to attain that time. And 2 months later, my husband passed away, but not before knowing that I had this award. And he was very proud, and he would be very proud if he could be here today. Celebrate Family is a wonderful topic, and it is something that is very, very necessary. I think about those who have reached the older age and how much it means to have the younger generation to help them. I've had 2 wonderful daughters that have done nothing but keep me occupied for the last 2 months. And they are to be thanked and loved very much for what they have done. I think about those of you who are in the sandwich generation, who are trying to take care of your children as well as your older people. Somewhat families, friends, whomever. And you are to be appreciated also. Families are so very important, and they mean so much to all of us. I'd like to thank those who've allowed me to be either work with them or to volunteer for them. And as Harriet mentioned, I have done a lot. I think I testified 7 times before different congressional committees. And each time it was for something for seniors. One of them was to try to raise awareness, this was about 3 years ago, to raise awareness that DTB was coming and the people didn't know about it. It was actually 2 years ago. And I actually did that on 2 different occasions. I testified for the Senate Committee on Aging twice. Once on housing for older people and the low-income energy assistance program. I testified on housing with them also. You know, there's nothing more important than for us to have a wonderful life living the way we want to. that we can have a place, either our own, and stay there, or we can go to a place that has given its time, its effort, and its dollars toward a retirement community. There's people here today that just left the board of the Christian Care Community. The retirement community's there, the elderly housing, and I'm very pleased to say I've been a part of that, but also the simple fact that I worked for them for 2 years. That was when I decided to retire and stop my paycheck is all I actually did. You know, there's many, many things that I want to raise to your awareness, and I want you, those of you who are either in the service field or in any other area, to remember your volunteers. Remember the people who are